Hey YouTube, it's your boy Widgie here, coming at you with some more Age of Empires 3 Definitive Edition, and today I give you another Mexico opening strategy provided by Routeline. I will put his information down below. He's a very well-known streamer, and I hope you guys really enjoy this. This is going to be looking at the Fast Fortress sort of standard opening play, so let me know what you think about this in the comments below, and whether you're going to adopt it, whether you're going to use it, and of course, if you find this interesting, useful, helpful, all that good stuff, please feel free to drop a like. All right, let's do it. Hi guys, welcome to another casted game of Routeline, playing Mexico here against a Chinese opponent and another sort of Asian opponent. So we're just going to call this guy the Chinese player. And this is a second video of sort of like a mini series of looking at Mexico and viable sort of current strategies that you guys can use. And I believe this one, correct me if, I'm not too sure, I'm not entirely sure, but I believe this one is around the Central America Revolt, but we shall see because the replays weren't named, so I can't say for sure, but we will see. I'm sure we'll know what it is. There's basically three strategies that has been outlined. One of them's the Bay of California all-in rush that we've covered in another video. This one is either going to be the Central America Revolt or it's going to be a solid Fast Fortress. And of course, the third one will be whatever's left after that. So I hope you guys enjoy this. Strap yourselves in. And the first thing we do see Routeline doing straight off the bat here is chopping a ton of wood. And it looks like he's going to be going for the TP, I imagine, and a house. 300 wood seems it, doesn't it? TP in a house, and he's going to be moving his Comandante back. Yeah, that's exactly what he's doing. So he moved every Ville on over to wood there to grab what he needed. And this is going to be interesting. We're going to see how he plays against the Chinese opponent here. If we quickly have a look at the Chinese opponent, they have not selected their deck. Has Routeline selected? Has not yet. So welcome everyone. Nothing much going on right now, guys. No deck selected. There we go. There it is. Okay, so this is the FF. So this is the FF build that we're looking at right now. 1 Hacienda, 2 settlers in. And I believe this is the FF as in a standard FF. So this is not your Central America Revolt. This is a pure standard 1200 food, 1000 coin. Sorry, 1200 food, 800 coin. I keep saying 1000 coin. It's, no, it is 1000 coin. I'm losing the plot. 1200 food, 1000 coin, standard age up. So that's what we're going to be seeing here with Routeline. We're going to be seeing how he does it. And I think there's already some audio issues. Keeps cutting out. This game's very frustrating like that. So he's moving out right now. And he has actually got the Hacienda here, and he's going to be putting it down defensively this time. So in the previous one, the Bay of California, that's more of an H2 all-in rush. You would put that in like a very forward position. We do see this going in a defensive position because with a Fast Fortress, you're very susceptible to getting rushed. You don't have a lot early on, and your power is in age 3. So what you need to make sure to do is to be as defensive as possible. And that's why that Hacienda there is going straight down. It just keeps, the audio keeps messing up. It's really annoying. Don't know why it keeps doing that. Antonio here is going to be trying to take down the trapped settler here. See if he can grab himself a settler. But looks like our Chinese opponent's just waiting by, which is not going to be ideal. He needs to be careful here that he doesn't lose it. He is going to be now aging up with the Quattaro, which gets the Artiga Reforms. That is one of the main cards that you'll use. And you'll get that, or you'll click that and use that whilst you're getting from age 2 to age 3. And that will enable you, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, you'll be able to have free upgrades for your troops. And we're going to be relying a lot upon these Soldados in this matchup. Very, very powerful 2-pop heavy infantry units. And we're going to be seeing that in action. So we do now see the Chinese opponent opening up. He has gone a TP and a village and is going up with a Summer Palace. And there's the TP sort of deck here. Actually went for Trade Empire. Interesting. Okay. Went for a Trade Empire card. Don't normally see that, especially on a 3 TP map where he's only got 2 TPs available. So very strange to see. Don't normally see that Trade Empire card. And let's have a look back at Routeline. What is Routeline doing? So he's now aging up and he's got all of his food that he needs. And he's going to be switching over to gold. because what he wants to be doing is he wants to be getting ready to send that 700 gold shipment so that he can start getting into Age 3 as soon as possible. So, and we do see some market upgrades in between, so make sure that you get some extra wood, get your market upgrade, get your hunting dogs. All that stuff does help. And 2 cards now available. And the age up. There it is. I don't know why. I just don't know why the audio is like this in this game. But anyway, we do see the military wagon popping out. And as you can see, 700 coin coming straight in and a barracks going down. And now it's sort of just macro time. Just getting that 1200 food. And I don't know whether he's going to be using some of the cows here. He's going to be collecting some XP though, because Mexico do get some really good XP shipments. And he did lose, unfortunately, he did lose Antonio here, which was a shame. Barracks is now up, but I don't believe he's going to be training any troops. He's going to be pretty much going for a naked FF here, guys. Naked FF is inbound, and I imagine, I don't know whether we're going to be seeing the 700 wood here. But you can see we are going to be going for a good old naked FF, and there it is, 700 wood. So very similar just to like many other naked FFs, like the Chinese one, for example. Very, very similar. And with the Chinese, what do we see? We don't see that. We see 700 wood first and diplomatic intrigue. So it looks like there's going to be potentially a little bit of Age 2 aggression here that Routeline's going to have to deal with. Yet going German allies, definitely. That is exactly what we're seeing. We're going to be seeing that happening very shortly, I imagine. And if we go back to Routeline here, just going to be focusing once again on getting that good old juicy food and gold in. And there it is, guys. Age 3. It is the San Luis Potosi, I think. And there's the Artiga reforms. There it is, which basically means that you get free barracks upgrades. There it is. It went in. You got to make sure that you actually use that card, which is this one right here. Your next federal state grants its reward twice, and your next barracks upgrade is free. So this option here, which is the San Luis, is going to be a pretty juicy one. I can't even remember what actually comes out, guys. It's kind of awkward. I haven't played Mexico in ages, but this is giving me a lot of hope. I kind of want to use some of these strategies, and I hope you guys do too, to give them a go again. And we do see now the cathedral going down. That's something really you got to bear in mind. The Padre can build the cathedral for you for 200 gold, I believe it is. And that's exactly what happened right here. So he was mining the gold, used it to build a cathedral. That's going to help. You've got some really good upgrades in there. You've got Day of the Dead. That basically gives you a boost of XP for all the units that you've lost, I believe. You also have one for insurgents. I think every house that you've built, you get insurgents. That's really good. And we're going to see all this come together. It's going to happen very quickly, but we're going to see it all come together. And that 700 wood is also being used to build a couple of houses. We can see we've got 4 houses down now because soldados use a lot of population, guys. So you've got to really build those houses and make sure that you're on top of it. You can see now soldados, 2 pop each. They are in queue. 90 food, 80 gold. And look, just more houses going down. That's all you need to do. Just keep with the houses. Also, if you're mining the gold, just buy some wood. Buy some wood, as you can see there. And just get some houses down. And we can see that that's there. And now we're going to be seeing the production. Now, I don't know what our Chinese opponent's doing. He's going for 8 Chu canoes, and now he's going for 600 wood as well. So he's actually getting the Old Han army, and we are going to be seeing a push here. So 8-minute sort of timing attack is coming in now from our Chinese opponent, and Routeline is aged up. And what's the first card he's going for? It's going to be the 6 Soldados, of course. Very, very strong unit. And we're going to be seeing the power of this military unit. It's absolutely insane. And remember, we do get these Soldados for free. The upgrade, sorry, is for free because of that Artiga reforms. And what do we see here? We see the Visit of the 7 Houses. Now, this is the one that gets you the insurgents. Chu canoes are now pushing in. Soldado shipment is here. 14 Soldados are currently here. But there's a lot of Chu canoes. What do we see? We see 2 Falconets coming in now, trying to deal with all the infantry. That's a good idea to go that. Definitely. And the Ville's just trying to be as defensive as possible. Just wait, guys. If you're getting pushed like this, it is only age 2 China. Just play as defensive as possible. The insurgents are going to be here. Insurgents are going to be good because they're going to be able to get the snare on the Chukanus and enable some of the soldados to get a few pickoffs. But as I say, just it's not the end of the world if you lose a building here or there. Just wait for those Falcons. Wait for your timing. And that's the beauty of age 3. You got to really use your units and cherish them. And there the Falcons are going to be rolling out. And they're going to be able to blow away a lot of the pikemen here. Soldados getting in, Falcons are going off as well. And now the militiamen have also been called. But look at all of that. Look at all the damage from the Chukanus there. Doing a hell of a lot of damage. Oh, God. This sound issue is so annoying. I do apologize. We do see now 5 Dragoons coming out now as well. So anticipating maybe some cav. 5 Dragoons on the way for Routeline. And pretty much, guys, it looks like the macro. You do see there, I just saw it, the upgrade for the soldados, the veteran soldados is now on the way. And that is absolutely free, guys, because of that Artiga Reforms card that you get in transition. So looking really good. And now the Dragoons on the way as well. And we do now see pretty much sort of... We do see some wood chopping now. Now, that's probably because we're going to be getting ready to go for the next card, which is probably going to be... I think it's going to be this. Oh, look at that Falcon shot there. Absolutely brutal. Dealing with those Chukanus pretty well there. Doing a really good job with those Falcons. But yeah, so I think the next card is going to be this. This is a really powerful card. So 6 gendarmes, 500 food, 500 wood. And I think that's what's happening now. I mean, you can see that there's the macro is just on food and wood. And it seems that it looks like Routeline is prepping himself to get that card. Yeah, and he's probably going to have the macro perfectly to be ready to send that card next. But this is just a really strong timing. You don't have to go for the cuirassiers next. You could go for the salteadors. But we do see now a push coming in. Very scary that the soldados now in veteran status doing 38 siege damage, which is absolutely crazy. And it's going to have to force our Chinese opponent here to back off a little bit. There is a Confucian Academy coming up, which is the skirms. And we do see 7 step riders on the way as well. They're not going to be able to do too much against this composition just yet. And we can see that the macro is working perfectly. And we do see more soldados coming out. These cheeky Chukanus trying to come around the back here. Seeing what they can do. Do have a couple of idle vills. About to take the market down now as well. But yeah, I mean, this is actually kind of crazy. So it's a really crazy sort of build. A nice FF timing. Very similar to like the Otto, where you have the double falconet. You got the Jans, you got the Abbas. This is like the Mexico version of that. You know, you got your 2 Falcons, but you got soldados instead, which are very, very scary. And we do see the age up from the Chinese opponent now. So he's got his arquebusiers. Needs to be careful, though, because those Falcons are going to do a lot of damage. Step Riders trying to get into position. See what they can do. But look at this. This is the gendarmes now coming out. The cuirassier card. 500 food, 500 wood to get this bad boy out. But it's extremely deadly. 6 gendarmes. Definitely something to be scared about. And I think one of the main difficulties with this is just making sure that you don't get pop capped. Because soldados are very, very pop heavy. And so are gendarmes as well. Gendarmes are 3 pop each. So that's 18 pop right there. So a lot of it is very pop heavy. So it's just managing your houses and managing your wood. And now we do see a battle on the hill is about to emerge. And a castle going down now for our Chinese opponent. He is going to be getting the meteor hammers out. But Routeline feeling pretty good right now. Arquebusier is trying to do what they can. Castle trying to be built. Falk manages to snipe it, which is absolutely amazing. And now the soldados are getting stuck in. And the step riders trying to get onto the Falcons and do what they can. One of the Falcons is going to go down. But there's a lot of gendarmes here. A lot of gendarmes, and they're starting to spill out over to the other troops here. And the Falcon, still 1 Falcon up, dealing huge damage. And we just got the meteor hammers to go, and there's just so many soldados left. 14 left, and it did lose pretty much all the cuirassiers, but still maintaining all of the soldados. And you can see the next card now is the San Luis Patriots, which is Chinaco. So it ships an additional one for every shipment you've sent so far. So that's going to be 9 Chinacos, which are kind of like a Lancer-based unit. So it's going to be absolutely mental when those come out as well. And it's looking like a pretty nice cleanup here for Routeline. What do we see from my Chinese opponent? He is going to be training the good old standard territorial army, sorry. But that is not going to be enough, I don't think, because there's just quite a lot here. There isn't a lot of eco. That's the whole thing with FFs. You don't have huge eco. You can see the Chinese opponent 28 vils, only 20 for Routeline. But it's just the sheer number of troops that's very, very scary. And we can see that now. And the siege is just tremendous as well. You can see that siege. Look at that village just going down there so quickly. And we can see just more soldados being trained. And we do see the Chinacos coming in now. The Chinaco card, look at it. Coming in now, swooping in. And the G is called. And there we go, guys. There we go. So a really good example, a great example of a standard FF. So you normally see this revolting thing where you always revolt Central America. You don't normally see the Bay of California revolt that much anymore. And you don't really see the sort of just a standard FF, very straightforward. Nothing too difficult, just getting that 700 coin in, going for the classic Hacienda, 2 settlers, 700 coin, and then going into 700 wood, very standard sort of naked FF style, and then going straight for the soldados and then the dragoons. But you could go for whatever you want depending on the matchup. You could go for the salteadors, which are the skirms. Many, many options, but there we go, guys. I'm going to put all the details on the screen for you on YouTube, so you've got it. I hope you enjoyed this game of a sort of standard FF for Mexico, and I hope you guys really do use it and give them a go. Hopefully, I'm going to try and persuade you guys to give this Civ a go once again, because I don't really see it on the ladder that much. So there we go. Hope you enjoyed that one.